Aren't you sick and tired of how some customers only come into your business to take, drain, demand, and disrespect? They don't honor your time. They don't respect your boundaries. They don't value your expertise. And if you're not careful, they will drain your spirit dry and destroy your confidence before you even realize what happened. Most entrepreneurs think serving everyone is honorable. But here's the truth: you cannot build a healthy business if you allow the wrong people to mistreat you. Serving everyone is not honorable. Protecting your peace, however, is. And if that idea feels foreign to you, trust me, you're not alone. Most business owners learn this lesson the hard way. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Leavona. Welcome to the Leavona Show. I have been creating and building successful businesses for over 25 years plus, and I'm here to help you win. If you would like to learn from me, hit that subscribe button now so you can find me later when you need me. Now, hear me clearly. You cannot serve with excellence while being mistreated. You cannot bring your best to people who bite your hand while you're feeding them. You cannot create a 5-star experience for someone who refuses to treat you with basic respect. Boundaries are not harsh. Boundaries are not unkind. Boundaries are not rude. Boundaries are part of loving people well, because boundaries teach people how to treat you, and boundaries are also part of honoring your own worth. When a customer disrespects your time, speaks to you with hostility, makes constant demands, questions your integrity, or drains your emotional energy every time they contact you, that is not a customer. That is a red flag. And if you continue serving them, you are training yourself to accept behavior that God never intended you to tolerate. The reality is simple. You cannot give your best to the right people when the wrong people are using you up. And here's what will surprise you. When you walk away from the wrong customers, you open the door for the right ones. The moment you release the customers who disrespect you is the moment you make space for customers who value you, customers who respect your time, customers who appreciate your expertise, customers who pay on time, customers who listen, customers who return, customer who give you referrals, healthy customers build healthy businesses. Toxic customers destroy them. And the entrepreneur who learns to say no at the right time becomes unstoppable. You're not rejecting people. You're not protecting your assignment. You're not choosing ego. You're choosing peace. And here's the thought I want to leave with you. Letting go of the wrong customer is actually your moral duty. You owe it to the good customers. Just be grateful that you are in charge. You have the privilege of being able to make that necessary judgment call. Many people don't have that option in life. So use it, my friends, and be happy and glad that you have it. Wasn't that something? I learn every time I teach you guys. Every single time I learn. What was in the cobwebs and hidden in some corner just activates. Protect yourself and your business from bad customers. It is so imperative that you do this. Protect yourself and your business from bad customers. Tonight, I want to tell you that a lot of times we get into a rut, and because we started off wrong, it's very hard to retrain them. And so I've always said to my customers, to my people that I talk to, the ones that I've dealt with in the past, I've always told them, sometimes you can't get rid of them because they've been with you for years and you spoiled them and you started off wrong. So what you have to do now is that you have to start training the ones who are coming into you new. Protect yourself and your business from bad customers. You can't have customers cussing at you. Cussing, not cursing, cussing. Using the F's and the R's. Even in this space, right? Customers get presumptuous sometimes, and you would tell them that the rule of your channel is that you're not going to take curses or cusses, and they come in and they drop some F-bombs and some, whatever other bombs, and, you reiterate and you remind them, but look, I said I don't want that kind of atmosphere for my people. I'm going to assume that it was a mistake, and I'm going to let it ride. But please know, if you do this again, I'm going to have to block you. You just have to put your foot down every single time. Now, the message was self-explanatory, at least to me, in its format. And so we're not going to dwell on it too much. I just ask you to contemplate on what the message said. And remember that you are in charge. You are the owner. You have been blessed with a big position. And you don't have to take nonsense from customers. Because a lot of times, like the message said, they take up so much of our energy. For those of you who are already on this journey, have you noticed how sometimes something flares up? Customer comes to the reception desk and starts acting up. And you have all those gentle darlings sitting and patiently waiting. It might be a doctor's office, whatever you're doing. Mechanic shop, hair salon. Somebody always has to come in and play the fool. They think that they're more important than all these people who showed up on time, kept their appointments and everything. But now you want to come in here and demand that I, pluck your eyebrow because you have an appointment? Go find another shop that can pluck your eyebrows. You're not telling me how to run my business. I'm sorry. But I'm a good customer and I always tip you guys big. Not today. The rules are the rules. And if you had come and pulled me aside and asked me nicely, I might have been able to work with you. But you betray bad behavior in front of all the other customers, and I cannot let them feel that I am a pushover. I can't let them feel that, I'm a sellout because you're confessing that you give big tips. You're one, and there are many. I am sorry. You have to go somewhere else. And I hope you can call me later and let's talk about what happened here today, because it's not good what you did. I'm sorry I cannot help you. You put your foot down. Okay? Now, I always say that the program is going to be enhanced and enhanced and enhanced. I want you guys to prepare yourself because I'm going to be coming at you most likely by God's grace when we jump into the new year. I'm going to start teaching you hardcore stuff. Okay? And so whatever you need to get off your chest, whatever you need to recap on the videos, make sure that you, I know we're coming into the holidays and we go crazy. Even me, I'm beginning to go crazy with decorations and what's not. But I want you to get on top of the videos because Almost every video that I have given you out there has a framework or some hardcore studies that will accompany it. So let's get busy and let's exercise prudence and try to get on top of those videos so we can wash the material over us for when I start giving it to you for real stampede. Okay? Now, if this message tonight resonated and you feel that it was worth your thumbs up, remember, I'm not asking you for anything. I'm just asking you for a subscription and for a thumbs up because YouTube has its rules. For me, I'm not even looking for the monetary gain or anything like that. I'm just looking for them to give me the free ads, to put my stuff out there so that more people can see it and come in. All right. So, like I said, we're improving and we're improving into the rollout of actually starting the teaching. I had to let you get to know me. I had to let you get the softness, bring you a soft version of what the material is. And I will do so all through this month and maybe to the end of January. We'll see. We'll see how my husband, who is in the back producing, what we will decide. Okay, but just prepare yourself. In order to be prepared, you have to go back and you take the videos from the first time I started, not the ones from 6 years ago. Everything is planned and designed. And so you have to go back and take a look at the videos so that when I start teaching you and giving you hardcore information, it makes sense. And you understand and you can say, well, yes, she did say that. I do remember her saying that, right? You don't want confusion. Trust me. I went all the way to med school. I know what it means to study hard. I know what it means to have everything in my head and to file it away in certain compartments so that I can draw them when I have to sit in front of a big exam and try to pass. All right? So, in keeping with the way the program is, and I must tell you tonight that I'm still not doing the best. My husband took me out of working last night because I was sick like a dog, and I'm trying. That you will have to suffer with me tonight if I have to inhale to clear my nostrils. But like I said, I would have to be on a stretcher or in the hospital not to show up here. Okay? So in keeping with what we said about rolling out and improving the quality of the program, it's all about you. Like I said, I am telling you to give your customers 5-star, and I am trying to get my program up to where I give you my rendition of 5-star treatment. Okay? So the why factor. The why factor is a part of our program that makes us have what we would call, we reminisce, but you don't let me talk and you just listen. We do this together, right? And it's like something where we're working together as a team and we are going over this particular, these 3 or whatever, how many you have, and we're doing it together and just going it over every night together so that I said together so many times. That's a filler word because I'm trying for another one and it ain't coming. You know what I mean, right? All right. So tonight we're going to do it together and we're going to mention the 3 things. You don't have to put them in order, but I'm going to stick with my order because everything is about structure, as you will find. These are all the things I'm going to teach you. Oh boy, have me some juicy steak for you. Anyway, so basically, we have to ask ourselves, why are we in business? Why did we go into business? Why will we remain in business. And because we have some things that ground us and hold us like an anchor, we continue to feel encouraged, because it is one thing to say that we're in business. It's one thing to say we're going to rock it. And when the wave comes, you see how tornadoes come. Those things don't have no forgiveness. They're coming at you. And sometimes in business, tornadoes come at us. And you can run. You can pack up and run like we run from the tornadoes because we don't want to get caught in them. So if you have your feet anchored and you know what this is about, when the waves come and the turbulence come, you keep fighting. So let's do the first one. What is the first one by my standard? My first one is freedom. And tonight, I demonstrated to you the importance of that freedom. Because in this message tonight, I told you that you control everything. Gone are the days when people could tell you at your office where you worked in corporate that this is what it is and this is what's going to happen. Constantly bossing us around. And they don't have no authority. The worst thing for me when I pulled out of the hospital prior, to coming back from med school and picking up an assignment because certain things actually fell through and what's not, I took on the responsibility of being a therapist. And what happened there was that they started to hire younger people. They started to hire younger people, and now you have younger people. They're over you. They don't even have the experience. All the managers and stuff and who've been there for years. These young girls are coming in, teeny boppers, 20 years, no experience whatsoever, just connected to the guy who ran the department. And before you know it, you're having to listen to people tell you things that you know they don't know what they're talking about. But like I said tonight, you are in the position to stomp out the people who are stressing you out. And so you now find yourself in this position where this is your business. You ran it. You started it. You ached. You cried. You struggled. And so you can say, no, that is not what we do here. That is not what we're about. No, you cannot come in suddenly and ask me to do your eyebrows and I have to drop what I'm doing for you. And then you try to embarrass me by telling the entire clientele that I have here that you take care of me and you tip me well. What does that have to do with anything? You know you're supposed to book if you want to be seen. Why are you just rushing me and trying to make my other clients feel that I'm a weak boss, I'm a weak leader? So freedom, right? And I don't only give it to you. We didn't only say it. We brought a little example of why freedom is powerful for us. The next thing is this gift, right? This gift we have in our hands. Remember what I told you. You're not going to pick up two of them and try to run them. It's going to get diluted. We're going to work on one first. And when the one takes off, I have to teach you about, expanding it, building it, going with compression and all this stuff. But you don't want to do two. Because when you do two of them, it dilutes the amount of attention you can put into the first project. All right? So my first coming to this country was doing the house cleaning. And yes, I blew up very quickly. And after years of doing it, I knew that it had reached a stage. I had managers at many levels that would go out and check the houses of the regular teams. And so I knew when the time came that I could move now to something that had my passion. I had another skill. They were kind of coordinative. It was all in cleaning, and I was not satisfied with the way my cars would look when I give them to people. They charged me top money, and I said to myself, why not branch and do a car wash? We'll put it right under the same heading. I checked with my lawyer. You know, he did what he had to do, and we started pushing for that one. I've never done two at the same time. You build one, and when it's running and it's self-sufficient, right? It's like our children. When the baby comes, your wife carries the baby for 9 months. The baby comes. You and your wife have to watch the baby and help with walking and creeping, and then one day baby starts to run away from you. You're looking for them and they're laughing and they're running away, right? You remember that? Sounds familiar? Put a smile on your face tonight? Okay, I'm glad I did. But everything has to have its growing phase, and so we don't want to start with two. You'll find that you're stressing yourself out too much, right? So that is our second thing. The thing in the hand where we take one of them, we work it, we build it if we so feel. I don't think God wants us to do all of them because, boy, some of us got a lot of good stuff, but we don't have enough time. We only have 70 to if we're lucky, 80 years to live. And half of it gets taken up with junk, going to college that we don't really need necessarily, and all that stuff. All right. So the last one for me, and I'm having a bad itch here. Bear with me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I watched my friend today. Oh, is he sick? Boy, is he sick. He was coughing and everything today. He says, I have this cough and it wouldn't go. God, we pray for his cough. Help him. All right. So the last one is people. People. And our entire theme this week, in keeping with how we're building the business, I want you to start looking next week, by the grace of God, to see if you can pick up what the theme is. Every week, we're going to come out with a theme. And last night, I alluded to the fact that it was people. And I praised you guys for the ones who figured it out. And so next week, we're going to go into another puzzle again. And I want you to see if you can figure out what it is that we're going to be stressing. All right. What I want to do with you guys is teach you everything I know. Teach you how to do the videos, how to come in front of your peoples, how to express yourself to them. For those of you who are looking and you're on the fringes and you haven't started anything yet, I want to ask you to build a channel with YouTube and start making videos. All right? Start making videos. If you know what it is that you want to do, start off soft. All right? And get your videos out there, because we have to do something called 7-4-11. Everything has structure in this world. God made the world with structure, and we have to follow those structures. So if you know this is where you're going to want to go, I want you to start making videos. Nice and soft. You don't have to go crazy. Okay? So that's our third. People, they're very important to us. Without people, customers, we don't have any business. We may as well close up the doors, pull the shutters down, and go home, and then go back to the horrible task of looking through job websites to find work. So you have to know that those customers are so top-notch to you. You have to really, really love on them. 5-star treatment, baby, all the way, and keep them. All right? Now, the ones that we spoke about tonight, we don't want to keep. We want to sift them out if we can. Get rid of them slowly. If we can't, and our conscience, even though they're horrible, there are moments where you know that you guys have laughed and have had fun in the past, then you keep them the way they are, right? Dealing with them with a red glove or whatever, and you build up a new set of people that you train well. A lot of times when we don't train them well, we could really get messed up. Okay? So, I forgot to ask you how your day was. And so I'm going to interject it here. How was your day? I hope it was wonderful. And I hope that you're not sickies. I hope you're doing much better and that the weather did not hit your area yet where you live, or that it hit you, but it didn't affect you. Okay? All right. So the next thing we're going to move to is life. Life. What is life? What is life and what is man that thou art mindful of them, O God? God loves us. And he loves us so much that one day he sent his precious son to take care of all the sins that we still continue to commit now. And through him, we could get saved. And we don't have to even answer for those sins anymore. So, what is life? Life is precious, man. How is it that we can hold grudge, myself included? And we hold grudge for years, for months, for years, because of something somebody did to us. In my case, I pull away when people hurt me. Like I said, I used to have to go to some of the family functions and pray and ask God to help me to get through it. Some members have done very, very bad things in my family. And in my heart, I forgive them, but I pulled and I withdrew myself. And I don't know, even with all my years and experience of serving God, that I have the right formula. However, some of them might not want to be a part of anything that you have to offer them. And you want to make amends, but they don't allow you back in. And what can you do? It's a part of the business world where you have the good customers and you have the bad customers, where you have the good family members and you have the bad family members. I don't think in this world that there is ever good without bad. I have said in one of my videos, I don't think that there is sweet without bitter. It's how he made it. But because life is so important, we have a little unit that we call our family, right? And we may not be able to change the whole world, guys. But the Bible says that we must not let the sun go down on our wrath. And what I do with my members that I have had to walk away from, my family, I pray God all the time when they come back to my mind and I say, God, you are the fixer. I'm asking you to fix this situation and bring us back together if it is your will. But when it comes to the inside, our family that we are living with, we got to snuff that stuff out fast. Daughters, you got to forgive mom. She made mistakes, you make them too, and you're going to continue making them. She didn't get down to the road where she got because she was perfect. There is no one perfect. No, not one. And you're not going to get to her level without making some yourself. So please forgive her. Please forgive your dad. Wives, please forgive your husbands. And husbands, Please forgive your wives. You have to remember this one thing for me. If you have an altercation, you have an argument, it's not Leah saying it. Leah, by the way, you know, I'm called Leah because some people can't or don't want to pronounce Leavona. So it's not Leavona telling you to do this. It's the Bible that says that we must not let the sun go down on our wrath. I'm going to give you an example and then we're going to move on. All right? Can you imagine having a bust out, break out something with your husband or your wife? In one of my videos, man, I tell you, you got to go look at them. I talked about this before and I said sometimes we have an altercation with our son or our daughter and they get in the car and they drive. There was one night, my husband and I, we were doing our logistics thing, and as it came into the dawn, we came into an area and we found it. I think it was a Corvette. It was disintegrated. The kid was either strung out on drugs or something, and only God knows what happened because dead men tell no tales, right? But he was found dead. He was going so fast, the car busted open and the flames came out, consumed him immediately. Sometimes we have these arguments and our husbands might want to go out and they're upset. Maybe you might want to try to hold your husband's back because you don't know what could happen when they go out there. Wives, you might want to just pick up your purse and say, I'm getting out of here. No, mama. A strong business owner, a strong entrepreneur fights through problems, but you will not be able to hold your business if you can't fight the main problem, and that's the problem in your house. If you have respect for God, sometimes the argument is so fierce that it's everything inside of you. It takes everything to be the first one to walk up and say, if I offended you, I am so sorry. I did not mean it the way you're taking it. And why? Because God, who made us, who created this world, said that we must not let the sun go down on our wrath. In other words, do not go to bed and fall asleep because you don't know if you die in your sleep. You never said sorry. If your husband died in his sleep, you never said sorry to me. You never got to say goodbye. What life am I going to live if my husband fights with me and then he dies in his sleep and I never get to hear his voice again? I think I would rather hear his voice going angry and berserk on me rather than the silence. Because if I'm trained well, I can always work it out. But there's no working out after death comes. We live with the burden and the guilt. So my family, do not let the sun go down on your wrath. Cherish life. Do not let the sun go down on your wrath when dealing with those customers. The analogy I made of the arrogant one coming in and saying and trying to embarrass you in front of your customers, your loyal, respectful, dedicated customers. You can send her a message. You can send her a text, an email, or whatever. But you know that you have done your wrath removal before God. Sometimes the biggest person has to come down to nothing, because God has made us humble beings. And we'll take the blame. We'll take the blame because we don't want to hear him say, "Get away from me, I never knew you." Don't let the sun go down on your wrath. Moving along, we come now into selling with integrity and honor. It is important especially when times are hard, that we do not sell out. Just remember that. I'm not going to have to say much on this tonight. When you look around us in our country today, all we heard since Doge took over and investigated was that our hard-earned taxpayer dollars have been robbed and scammed by all sorts of situation and things. We are little peons in comparison to what these people have been given and blessed with responsibility with. Sometimes we have things that we want to say, but our voices will never be heard. Queen, how are you doing, my dear? I had a situation one night where Queen's comments disappeared. And we thought we would approach YouTube and say, guys, we don't know what's happening, but customers' comments disappeared. And my husband said to me, "Don't even bother. You're so small now. And they have people who have millions, and you hear them imploring, please like, please share, because I don't know what YouTube is doing." He says they're not going to listen to you over a few comments that a customer made. So we talk about integrous behavior, selling with integrity, and not selling out. And when we have those customers, we have to protect ourselves and our business from these bad customers. Because in a way, when you continue to work with these customers who come in and cuss you in your place, don't tell me you were drunk. You knew what you were doing. The Bible says from the abundance of a man's heart, his mouth speaks. Whatever is in here comes out through your mouth, brother. So don't try to tell me. It's better you come clean and say, "Leah, I'm sorry, I disrespected you in front of your clients." Don't try to make an excuse for what you did. Me and you, I could try with you after this. But if you're going to stand in front of my face and try to make me look like I'm stupid, take your business somewhere else. Matter of fact, you're gone. I don't care. I'll take your apology, but sir, I can no longer work with you because you can't come in my place and cuss me out. You can't do that to me. I have been too kind to you. So you have to protect your business, and protecting your business is not selling out. You see, sometimes everybody feels like selling out is just about selling out, like how they're doing with the Doge investigations and what's not, and they're finding out money is lost here, money's lost there. Sometimes selling out is allowing somebody to come and bully you inside of your place. You don't want to lose the customer. Customer is bad and ugly and disgusting. Talking down to you in your place. Huh? Came in all bossy. And then when she ain't get her way, she starts sounding like she want to do the cuss thing. Man, don't make me call them cops on you. I'll call the cops on you. If I tell you to leave and you don't want to leave my establishment, I'll call the cops. This is where it ends. You're not going to cuss me. My husband doesn't cuss me. My kids don't cuss me. I ain't taking no cuss from you. Please leave. If it gets to that point, don't send no email and don't send nothing. That has eroded. It has to go. Because once she finds that she can do that once, it will never stop. So you cannot sell out just for money. You cannot sell out because you don't want to lose a customer. Trust me when I tell you, you get rid of the bad ones, new ones are going to come. Better ones are going to come. You got to make way for them. All right, guys? Protect yourself and your business from bad customers. Do not sell out your integrity and your honor for bad customers, because when you're looking for them, by the way, they're very wishy-washy and they don't stay. They come in and test your business and then they go to another business because they're so cheap, they're looking for the cheapest bargains. So don't give up yourself for the likes of the cheap ones, the dishonorable ones. Oh, well, what can I tell you? It is not easy doing business. It's not easy being a business owner. And you have to know it up front. In the event that you're considering, you have to know that it takes all these things that I'm talking about. And if you know life, you know that I ain't lying to you. Because life is full of ups and downs. And the same thing will be with business. Because in every... Sorry. In everything that we do, we have to remember that people are people, and people will be who they are. And you want to make sure that you remain the mentally fit entrepreneur. And this, what we spoke about tonight, is a recipe for disaster. It's a recipe for you losing your mind. I'm trying so hard not to have to cough. My throat is itching me so bad. Sorry, guys. Thank you, Daddy. Oh, my husband he's such a good producer. He said, go for it. I muted it. Thank you, hon. So I want to tell you that the ones we spoke about in there tonight, they are the ones that can make you fall over. You're trying everything, everything, everything. Every complaint they make, you fix it. Every time they say something is off, you set it back on track. No matter what you do, they're not pleased. And then the worst part is when they disrespect you. Why are you disrespecting me? I'm a woman. You're a man. What you feel because my husband is not here, you could do that to me? That I'm a woman and you can walk into my establishment and disrespect me? Demand their money back. They want refunds. They come in and tell you how you didn't fix the stuff right. Or whatever you did is not working. Not looking to do something peaceful with you. They want to embarrass you, belittle you, make you look small. They want to now turn the minds of the other customers. They came in basically with a wrecking ball. You feel so ashamed. But why should you? You didn't do anything. Did you? If you know you served with integrity and you did everything right, you have to quickly weigh it that something is off with this customer, especially the new ones. They will test you to see how they can get their stuff back. So watch that. But if it's an old one who just flared up like that, it's human that we would try to pull them to the side and try to find out what's going on, because this guy's been with me for 5 years. What is this? But if you don't protect yourself and your business from bad customers, they could make you get so stressed out. And stress and stress and stress and stress causes us not to sleep well at nights. When stress is so far gone, you wake up in the middle of the night because it has infiltrated your dream state. And you sit up in bed and you look around, your husband's snoring, having a good time. He's out in some land somewhere. Your wife is knocked out, cold, but you sitting up because something very embarrassing happened to you today. With Ben. Whole waiting room full of people, and he could not even come and talk to you quietly. He just bust you up in front of everybody. And you ask yourself, why am I so weak? Why did I let this happen to me? It has been happening. It keeps happening. A lot of them do this. Why? Am I not a good physician? I went to school. I studied. Why am I letting them treat me this way? I know my stuff. Protect yourself and your business from bad customers, because they can be the onset. They can be the onset of you having a mental breakdown. I don't want that for you. So please guard yourself, my family. A mentally fit entrepreneur. That's your goal. That you let nothing scathe you. And the way you protect yourself is that you have to train them when they come in. These are my rules. No shouting, no cussing, no cursing, no touching my customers. Some of them sit on the couches and you see them, you know. They're very handsy. Keep your hands to yourself, you old fart. What's the matter with you? Don't make me tell Mary about what you're doing. I saw you on the camera. Behave yourself, Bob. Oh, my Lord. Don't let these ones make you sell out. Don't make them make you lose your mind. Don't make your health fail for them. And don't sacrifice your family. Because when they mess you up, you're going to be in that house and you're going to be snapping at them kids. Snap! Oh. What happened to him? What happened to Ma? Huh. You guys need to go on a vacation or something, right? And then you go on the vacation and you're snapping at each other. Guys, you can't escape it. Guys, listen, man. Fix the stupid thing at the top. Fix it at the top. This way you don't have to go down with burdens. You know how I look at customers sometimes, the ones who are bad? I say, in my life, when I was struggling, I never knew them. And because they're now good to me, I'm ready to give them up ASAP. I never knew them. They came into my life. They're not a blessing. They're nothing but darn trouble. So I don't have to think too long because I want my peace and my tranquility back. How you like them apples? I go through different modes and different moods, and you should too. There's a point where you have to cut it off and you say, enough, no more. It's either you or me. And I choose me. Amen, brother. God bless you, sister. All right. Questions and answers. Coming soon. My husband is laughing. I tell you, I go through different modes. I'm not going to tell you the same stupid nonsense again, right? My throat, my nose is saying, Leah, set us free. We want to cough so bad. Release us. But if you don't enjoy what you do, you may as well give up tonight. And so I'm going to say, it's Friday night. And what happens on Friday night? Did you see anybody? Did you see those little bandits all smiling and giddy because they got their paycheck? Did you notice? Put a comment and tell me if you're noticing some of these things that I'm telling you exist in the world today. Because sometimes we don't stop to smell the roses, so you guys didn't notice. Now I'm telling you, you got to go look for them. They're there everywhere. All nice on payday. And then I love the video I made about where you come back Monday morning and say, hi, Bob. How was your weekend? I guess it was okay. My family, enjoy your Friday night. Enjoy Saturday. Enjoy Sunday. It's a blessing to be off. Just enjoy your family. Immerse yourself in your family. Beautiful pancakes and eggs and sausage and bacon. Mommy and daughter cooking in the kitchen. Daddy and son coming down and helping to lay the table. Those things we see in movie, they're not fake. They actually happen. But it takes work. And it takes for us to love to want to do that. And to make our marriage work and make our life together work. The kids don't like it when we leave each other. It hurts them. So try and keep your marriage nice and pure and holy and sweet before God. Have a wonderful evening. Great weekend. Tell your wife you love her. Tell your kids you love them. Tell your husband you love him. Take no chances. God bless you. It's been wonderful I got sick 3 days, but God helped me and I made it through. And I praise you, God, for that. Let's look forward to seeing each other again on Monday. And remember, we are going to be coming at you either late January, early February, where we start to teach you more hardcore stuff. And you want to try, I don't like to tell you to take your weekends and watch videos. I will leave it up to you. You know that you have to catch up on those videos. And when you go in, don't just go in and just come out. Give us a like and give us subscriptions so that they can spread our stuff and allow us to have a fighting chance. Hand wash hand, make hand come clean. One day you're gonna need me. You're gonna need me to come and talk for you or whatever it is we have to do. It's win-win. All right, guys, have a good night. God bless you and your family. Pray for me and I will pray for you. And meet me again on Monday at 8 p.m. right here in the next video, in this space. Be there or be square. Good night.